Hey, good morning, Jake. Good morning, Timon.
Morning.
Morning, Brad.
I had a doctor recently give me some pills and say, take this with food, but make sure you don't have any dairy, which I said, Doc, that's nearly incalculable.
Well, what kind of pills are these two?
I was like, yeah, what, how, you don't think I have yogurt, cheese, or milk with every single meal, Doc? Every single snack that goes into my body.
I'm trying to think what I've had recently, and it's all dairy.
Yeah, because dairy's the best.
Yeah, currently sick, then I'm like, okay, crackers and Sprite. That's the one time a year I don't consume dairy
That's
while
about
eating.
it.
Yeah, because I'm
every
already
other
sick.
time you're just fine with. Yeah, that's it.
It seems impossible.
I wanted to say something to him, but I said, okay, sure. And I thought to myself, I'll figure it out. I'm sure I can do that. Because in my head, of course, I'm like, okay, I could eat some vegetables, but I'm like, is that going to really help the medicine that says upset your stomach?
Yeah, it feels like it needs to be different.
Like vegetables, obviously they're good for you, but it also feels like they're not real food. Like it's not like Catherine, sometimes I'm like, I'm so hungry. She's like, why don't you snack on some bell peppers? I was like, that's not going to help anything. That I will take 5 minutes out of my day to do that, but that's not messing with me. Anyway, I just couldn't, it was incalculable. And so I was like, it's like, hey, let's go on a road trip, but let's make sure we don't take any highways the whole time.
Oh, okay, Doc.
Sure. That's not calculable, Doc.
Yeah. Hey, here's what I want you to do. I think it's gonna be good for you. I need you to experience turbulence on an airplane, but not get the overwhelming fear that you're dying right now.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I can't. Sorry, I have to feel that way.
Or hey, it's cold outside, so bundle up. Oh, but you can't wear anything with sleeves on it. Okay. You feel
That's incalculable.
That's incalculable.
It's like you have to exercise daily, but just keep your heartbeat below 60 BPM. And
Yes, right.
That's what you'll.
But don't breathe heavy ever.
Yeah. Obviously, play it cool. Stay calm. Right. Hey, here's what I'm going to need you to do. Take 2. Call me in the morning. Then I'm going to need you to go on a Ghostrunners type trip without Janelle Benyel there. Yeah. Is that possible?
Hey, can you communicate with that person but not use your phone? It's like, well, how? Messenger pigeon?
Here's what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to go to a P. Diddy party, but no baby oil. Oh, come on.
What? My hands get so dry.
I'm going to need you to go see the cobbler, but don't put on any shoes.
Yeah, right. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners
podcast.
I had someone in person this week randomly bring up the cobbler quote to me. Who was that? It might have been Gabe Oliver. Now that I think about it. And I was telling him, I was like, dude, Timon got me out of nowhere last week on the podcast when you brought up the cobbler thing. So I love it.
You just randomly called it back?
I can't remember what it was.
I think it was in the middle of having trouble saying Scorsese and giveaway, Revolution.
Yeah.
And none of us could say anything right.
The cobbler.
The cobbler knows. I don't remember actually.
Man. Yeah, let's
times.
I'm gonna try to think of more phrases to say and see if you guys have heard of them. Not right now. Just throughout. So anyway, here we are. It's a Monday. Happy Monday to the ghosties, the ghosty universe out there.
All who celebrate.
If you're listening in New Hampshire, happy Monday. If you're listening in South Dakota, happy Monday. If you're listening in Trinidad and Tobago, happy Monday. It's Monday everywhere.
Yep. Well,
yeah.
If you're in Indiana, a special happy Monday to you.
Yeah, top of the Monday to you.
Because it's almost about that time. We're coming your way. If you don't know, if you're a new listener or you've been missing out, skipping, we're coming to Indiana. All the details on our website. I checked. I manually counted last night. I don't know a better way to count on our website.
I did the same thing this morning because I was doubting your counting. I was like, is that really right?
What'd you get?
95.
Okay. So I was probably right.
Yeah, I think you were.
Yeah, but it always is like a couple standard deviations off probably.
Yeah, because I had to refund, because there's certain people that bought tickets and then bought the VIPs later. And
I had to refund some as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall,
95, so 5 more to get T on C.
Yep. Time's all of a sudden like, I got to worry about what to wear. I got to.
And Timon as of now, T is not even coming to MSR.
No.
What if we can't quite get to 100? Now T's got to buy a T. Ticket.
T's got to buy a T.
Yeah, or get somebody to buy a ticket.
Make it figure out, yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
Yeah. So
Thank you for buying tickets.
Yeah, please come hang out with us. It's going to be a great day. Details, ghostrunners.life/MSR.
Ashley B just ordered 2 items from your store, totaling $50.
Those would be the MSRs.
Yep, that's 2. Wow, so we're up to 97.
MSR for tea.
Alvaro, 25 minutes ago.
Alvaro?
1 item from your store, totaling at $25. All right, 2 more left.
Alvaro is making he's making a case to be the new Janelle Mignot. Because I don't think Janelle's coming yet.
And that's not just because of their skin tone. That's
That's
because of
not
their
because
support.
they're exotically ambiguous. Ethnically, exotically ambiguous.
Exotically ambiguous. Yeah. Their car, what kind of car is that? What kind of handbag is that?
Dude, I tell you, in Gulf Shores, we, on the way to maybe the Sunset Cruise, our car one time tried to guess what everyone drove, what kind of car everyone drove.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like a dangerous game.
Because it seems like it'd be fun, like, oh, match your personality to it, but you're kind of matching their like wealth to it.
Your wealth, and also like, wait, you think that of me? Like, why would I drive that kind of car?
Let's go around. Everyone say how much your house cost and the square footage. This will be fun.
Let's see, Alvaro, you probably, dude, I bet you're rocking just a pale blue Jetta. It's like, why?
And duplex with 4 roommates.
Yeah. Why would you say that about me? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things that you could try to guess for somebody. It's like, probably shouldn't. It was a fun game. Like, eventually we figured out, because like, especially like Noah Potratz. Remember Noah?
I just saw they announced they're pregnant. And they bought tickets to Major Roasters.
Wow.
Within a couple hours of each other.
That's really
Time to celebrate.
I don't know what I'm more excited about. Congratulations, Noah and Nicole. But Noah, just big old, like strong gym teacher, I believe.
Former college track star, but looks like a former NFL linebacker.
Yeah, just a strong dude.
Top
And
heavy.
drives, I think, the tiniest little like fuel efficient car.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Incredible.
He does look like Mr. Incredible.
And I'm pretty sure he drives a small car in the movie, in the major motion picture.
And so, we're trying to guess, like, dude, I bet you drive like a Dodge Ram.
F-150, 250.
He's like, oh man, no, like
Chevy Bolt.
it was some Chevy. I never even heard of it. And so you keep going down the line of like, okay.
You know what would be a fun game to play with people is guess what? I'm going to guess what you get offended by. That would be fun. Because then they get offended either way.
Yeah.
I bet you're offended by like, I don't know, like Democrats.
Yeah.
Like, hey, why that?
What makes you say that? Yeah.
Now I am. I knew it.
Let's see. You seem like kind of a bigot. So yeah.
Trying to think which people group you kind of don't see equally.
Yeah.
Philip.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Really?
That's a fun game if you're sitting around the fire.
Yeah. Just play with it.
Yeah. Guess what I get offended by? I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I was listening to another podcast and he was he went to improv class and they were trying to or maybe acting class, something like that. And they were trying to guess what kind of role you could see him playing. So they were all shouting out at him like, "What do you look like?" And yeah, it's just it's really mean, like frat bro, influence, stay at home basement day trader,
right,
just gross stuff.
It's like a dad of 4 who doesn't care about his looks anymore. It's like
stepdad who's given up.
Yeah.
No, pedophile. Yes,
pedophile stepdad who's given up. Who says no? Everyone likes. Okay, good. That's what we'll do for you. Yeah.
Ironically, that story comes from a guy named Cody Ko, who is now canceled for underage stuff.
Oh, is he really?
A little bit.
Dude, we don't have to get into this too much because it's a dark, nasty subject. But what in the world is happening with, why is there a Venn diagram of, hey, I'm really powerful and therefore I'm going to use my power and fame to do these crazy things?
Dude, I think about this sometimes and I'm like, maybe we don't know how widespread these bad things are and we're hearing about it because celebrities are getting in trouble for it. Maybe this is maybe 30% of Americans have.
I've thought about the same thing.
Yeah.
Is it just we're hearing about it because they're famous or because it's even just big, huge, pastors, I feel are always getting in trouble for stuff.
Yes.
It's is a whole bunch of pastors that aren't famous doing it, or is it just the ones in that much power?
Yeah, I'd be interested to know, if you look at some specific crime, whatever it is, and look at what's this like for people who are not famous?
Yeah.
What's the percentage of that? Now let's look at people in the public eye. Is it the same percentage or does it go up? Do certain crimes go up once you hit a $50 million net worth?
Because it's because I said this to my friends the other day. I was like, is there just a normal celebrity anymore? Like, is there just a normal people out there?
Keanu Reeves.
I hope
People's
so.
champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, even like I thought to myself, Chappelle Roan, like this girl that's from your hometown, basically.
Willard, baby. Go
Yeah,
Tigers.
It's like, surely she's normal, right? Like she's coming from Southwest Missouri. Is she corrupt yet? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I met a woman at this pickleball tournament that I played in this weekend, and I asked where she was from, and she said Willard. I was like, oh my gosh, I used to date a girl from Willard. And she's like, really, who? And I go, Chappelle. She's like, really? I was like, no, I'm just kidding. But I did date a girl from Willard.
that's pretty fun though. To like, you should have just gone with it. Just like, dang.
Then I would have been in trouble because she's like, how old are you? I'm like 33. She's like, that's not good.
Let's do that math.
I dated her recently and learned she was from
Is
Willard.
she pretty young?
I think so.
Okay.
So we talked about this a couple episodes ago. Like, how cool. That's crazy. She's from Willard, whatever. Garrett Gibson texted me and said, I have a buddy who did date her in high school at Willard. I
Really?
said, me?
Yeah.
He said, I said, cool girl, ? He said she sort of started to become a psycho, LOL. Probably just bitter he didn't bag that dough. Could be a case of that.
Recently she's become a psycho? Or
maybe even like late high school.
okay, like as
She started to turn a bit.
Gotcha. You got to have a little bit of evil in, or like that, like mad scientist to you if you're that good at music.
Yeah, I think so.
You know,
I recently have become really obsessed with just like talented people. I just want to like, I don't want anything from them other than just like to like walk around with them for a day. Like, I
Okay.
feel like you're just like, people don't talk enough about how there's difference. There's differences like chemically. And I think like really talented people. I don't put any of us in that category, and I'm sorry.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Like there's like crazy genius songwriters or just like people who've started and sold 7 different businesses. I'm like, I wonder what we do on a day-to-day level that's different. You brush your teeth different than me? You email different than me?
yeah. What are like the common characteristics of these kind of people? Like,
Yeah. Or like, how'd you grow up? Like, do your parents, because so many athletes had like a dad that was like crazy hard on them. And it's like, well, look at the results. But every one of those dads and those kids is like, I wouldn't do this to my kid. Or I regret doing that to my kid. You know, Andre Agassi, Tiger Woods, Serena and Venus Williams, like so many star athletes had like, even the Lance Armstrong documentary I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
His like stepdad was like, yeah, I was pretty hard on him. I'm ex-military and I did not let things go. Basically.
Oh,
He
really?
was like, yeah, you didn't throw his sock, you didn't put his sock away in the drawer. Oh yeah, I hit him.
oh really?
He was like very intense.
Have you heard about the what's that? Caleb Williams, the quarterback for the Bears, #1 draft pick.
Zesty.
But like I forget, like maybe 4th grade or something. He's like, I decided I want to be a quarterback in the NFL, and so like everything I did from that point on was to be a quarterback in the NFL. Like his parents like
That's cool.
trained him, like fed him certain ways, worked out certain ways, like to the point where it's like that's cool. But now that he's there, it's like
That is pretty
awesome.
cool.
But also like, was it worth? I don't know.
Yeah.
Giving up your entire childhood essentially for this. thing.
Yeah. And just so intrigued, like you can't just do this to anyone. You have to have the genetic pool to even like pull this off. You know, if you're just like, we're going to work really hard. None of his parents have ever touched a field or a
Right.
court, but we're going to do this. We're going to sign up for these training. But I feel like Rachel in a sense was kind of the same way where like in like 2nd grade, she became obsessed with setting. So she's like, that's all I'm going to do. I just
Really?
love setting.
Yeah.
And I'm even intrigued by that. I was like, where does that passion come from? Is that like, how do you get so dead set on something like that and like dedicate yourself to it?
Would she say there's like a moment that it happened? Like,
I don't
did
know.
she go to a game or like see somebody else or like,
I know her hometown is just like, they win state they just have a good volleyball culture. So I bet every little girl who like grows up in that area, like wants to become a high school volleyball player.
yeah.
But a lot of guys grow up wanting to be a professional athlete. But most of us didn't ever have the work ethic to do anything close to putting
It's true.
in that much work.
Yeah. Not as focused. I do feel like the athletes, like the professional athletes of the world are just truly mentally built different because like, it's like they don't have any mercy. And I think that's the difference between us. Like, it's like, man, I feel if I played pickleball with Timon and I was beating him 10-1, I would go easy for 5 points. And maybe he'd screw up and maybe I'd win 11-3. But like, at least I would try to make it fun for both of us.
Yeah. I have no killer instinct.
I think if Patrick Mahomes played pickleball against Timon, he would try to serve and just smack it at him every single time and beat him 11-0.
I bet Mahomes at time would be a pretty close pickleball match, though.
You think?
How much time can Mahomes possibly put into being a pickleball player?
Yeah,
That's true.
well, I don't know.
That reminds me, Timon, I have an idea for us in Vegas. So we got a handful of pros who have agreed to shoot with us.
Okay.
Actually, wait, that's separate. That doesn't even matter. Basically, I want to do a video of like, we hold up a big sign. We're going to be at the PPA event. So there's going to be pickleball players, spectators, bystanders everywhere. Hold up a sign. Beat us at pickleball. Win $100. We've had this idea to go up to like BDA here in Lenexa. No leagues.
Yeah.
And do this. But I had an idea. What it could be is like, all right, yeah, the sign says $100. That's if you think you could beat Scott and TJ.
Okay.
We'll give you $50 if you'd like to challenge me and Isaac. And we'll give you $10 if you can beat Timon and Zach. Because they'll also be there.
Love it.
So it's like they get to like scope out each of us. And then who knows, if they choose Timon and Zach, I guess I'll hold the camera and like I'll film it for whatever.
Fun.
But
That's
I think
great.
that'd be so fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So
I do love those like
They're gonna learn quick to hit it at Zach. I'll say that.
oh Zach, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Zach is getting better though. We've played more recently, and he's getting better. But,
Good.
But yeah.
Yeah, I remember those like those things back in the day where it was like, hey, would you rather take a chance of a free throw for $1 million
Yeah,
or a
I love
layup for $1
these.
million, a free throw for 100,000? No, it's the opposite way. Sorry, go ahead. What is it? A layup for
layup for 10 grand.
10 grand.
Like pretty much an automatic 10 grand.
A free throw for 100,000, a 3-pointer for 500,000, a half court shot for $1 million.
Yeah.
What would you go for? I think I would at least go free throw.
You gotta.
I would definitely not just do a layup. But then
Yeah.
if you miss, your muscles tense up just a little bit.
Yeah,
Atrophy.
you get one shot.
One shot.
Half court would be pretty fun.
Half court. No way would I do half court.
I think I'm so out of like basketball. Like, I mean, I don't know. Do I get to warm up a
You
little
get a
bit?
warm up for 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
If I get 10 minutes of warm up, then let's do free throw. If I'm walking onto a court, let's just go half court. They all have the same probability.
They all have the same probability.
It seems like it. Like just to stand there, just cold free throw. I don't know what my routine is anymore. I don't remember how much legs do I use for a free throw. You know, I'm out of.
Yeah, how many bounces you go?
It changes every time.
Does it?
Just whatever I'm feeling.
I'm a 3 bounce. Boom, boom, boom. Quick spin. Bend down. Shoot it. Miss it every time.
Boom, front of the rim. Didn't use my legs enough.
Yeah. Anyway.
What would you do?
I think realistically, I would probably do free throw.
Yeah.
But man, if I'm feeling good after 10 minutes, I might 3-pointer. I would never do a half court
3-pointer for $500,000 is great.
because my half court shot, I feel like the ones that are really good at shooting half court shots shoot it like a real shot. I chuck it.
Yeah. I'm kind of, what's
Yeah.
it called? Gathering, heaving.
Heave ho. Yeah. So I think I might go 3-pointer. And if I did do a 3-pointer, it'd be top of the key. And I pretend like I'm going to like set up a play. Like I'd be bouncing down, be like looking around and then just quick one before they even knew it was going up.
It's pretty fun. So if anyone wants to offer us that, any brands out there, get a corporate sponsor involved. Yeah. So yeah, that's a fun idea. It'd be fun to get Timon and Zach potentially playing pickleball on camera for Friday.
Yeah.
Be a fun little thing.
It's
Zach told me. Sorry.
I was changing the subject. Go ahead.
Zach told me he like sales pitched someone on a Friday paddle last night after choir. He just like talked about, I think it was like talking about the Vegas trip. They were like, yeah, what, like asking about it. He was like, yeah, it's Friday pickleball. And then he like, let me just see what he texted me. He was like, I'm such a salesman. He was like, I told Zeke he should buy one. I found the need. I made the need seem bigger than it is. I talked up the product. I told him why now is the best time to purchase, provided them the link to buy and prove there's a large demand. It's like, good job.
Zach is going to be a good salesman someday if he wants to be. I think from what I know about him, he's just got that contagious personality. But also, like, I can trust Zach. What he says, I believe him.
Yeah.
Zach texted me Saturday morning, said, hey, man, do you think if I ordered Friday pickleball merch, it would come before we left for Vegas? Now, what's interesting about this is we do not sell Friday pickleball merch. That has never been a thing on the website. Anyway, so that doesn't exist. So, of course, I responded, What merch did you have in mind? He said, I haven't checked the website. I just know I need to get dropped out.
Dripped out.
Dripped out. Gas. I'll check. 1 sec. The next, I just let him figure it out on his own. About 10 minutes later. Do you have a separate website for Friday apparel? I said, no, I'm sorry. We don't sell apparel. Oh, shoot. Never mind then. Sorry, bro. And so I'm going to bring him a shirt, though.
Sweet.
Do you mind if I share a text from Zach?
Geez, Zach, leave us alone, dude.
This is from August 31st of 2023.
Oh, over a year ago?
I'm turning Timon into an absolute unit. Here's Timon.
No way!
After it.
What in the world?
The gym, baby.
Did you just do a what is that? Deadlift?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I think I was
Unit.
before recording the podcast early one morning.
August 31st at 7:53. He texted me this. Yeah.
I'm turning Timon into a unit.
Also, he texted me Merry Christmas on December 25th. Nice guy.
Not bad. See if I have any other texts from Zach. So Zach is coming with us to Vegas, but he's paying for his own flights. And so I went ahead and bought him, and he went to reimburse me. And so I was like, yeah, it's this cost, whatever. Pumped you're coming, gonna be helping out. It's gonna be awesome, dude. He said, cash or Venmo. And I said, how much of a red flag would it be if I was like, cash? It has to be cash.
Yeah.
Pay me back in cash.
Please. Yeah.
Cash. Please.
I think I think I've told you this before, but when Snoop Dogg did that feature on Ben Rector's,
Yeah.
it was like Ben Rector's son. It was either like, hey, $1 million. I don't know what the number was, but it was like either whatever, 100% of the cost any way you want, or like 30% of the cost in straight cash. So we
Yeah, that's interesting. What's he up to? Is he like burying a bunch of money or
I don't know.
mattressing it?
Who knows, man? Don't ask, don't tell for Snoop.
That's right.
Anyway, it's a big day here in Shawnee.
Yes.
Big day for Jake and Brad and Timon because he's over here a lot.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is opening 3 minutes down the road.
And we haven't been there yet, so we don't know what kind of coffee they're serving. It could be Main Street Roasters.
Oh, I hope so, because let's be honest, Chick-fil-A's coffee is normally buns.
So this segment is brought to you by
Main Street Roasters.
Main Street Roasters.
Main Street Roasters.
Potentially the exclusive coffee provider of Chick-fil-A Shawnee.
Oh, that would be nuts.
It's unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed.
Some are saying they could be the exclusive coffee provider.
Unofficially, Chick-fil-A's favorite coffee.
Yep.
Unofficially. We have not gotten a
We've reached out. We haven't heard back.
Truett. Well, is that true?
Truett.
Truett. Ish.
Truett.
The Cathy family has not confirmed or denied, that Main Street Roasters is their favorite coffee. But I bet it's true. No, Main Street Roasters is our coffee sponsor today, every day. Please support them. Come hang out in northern Indiana with us at Napanee.
Hey, here's something I'll confirm or deny.
Please.
You need to be there.
Okay.
Hey, here's something I'll confirm or deny. I'll deny you access if you come drinking somebody else's coffee.
Here's what I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to take a sip of that coffee. I'm going to spit it in your face.
He will deny.
And then I'll deny you.
Respect to you.
I'll say, be gone. Get out of here. Go back somewhere else.
Yep.
There's nothing like Main Street Roasters coffee. You can taste the difference. Go to mainstreetroasters.com, order some coffee blends, single origin, small batch coffee for yourself.
K-cups?
K-cups. You love the K-cups.
I think they're convenient.
That's what the K stands for.
Oh.
No, the cup.
I thought it was quality.
Quality and convenience.
Oh, great.
That's why there's, anyway.
Great.
GRKC gets you 10% off, mainstreetroasters.com. So, I did go to, they had a little like soft opening, not even a soft opening, but like a
Soft serve.
little like coworkers and family party the other day at Chick-fil-A.
How'd you hear about this?
Friends with the owner kind of thing.
Oh. Who is the owner?
Drew.
Oh, I know him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, do you not know?
I forgot.
I think it was one of those things. I was talking to his brother Will, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing this weekend?" He's like, "Oh, dude, I'm going to this Chick-fil-A thing. You should come." And I was like, "I don't know if I need to."
Yeah, he's like, you know, you're good friends with Jackson Mahomes. You think you could bring him?
You and Jackson coming out. It was fun. It was they didn't serve Chick-fil-A there, which was kind of odd.
Main Street.
Nope.
Oh,
Had some taco truck though, which was nice.
interesting.
Kids got to experience corn tortillas.
Okay, not
Wasn't
as
a
fun.
fan at first, yeah, but they grew into them.
Good.
Little Betty Ray's ice cream, little face painting.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Great times. Yeah, nothing too crazy about it, but it was just a fun time with the family, and yeah, just cool seeing like Drew, this guy that now is starting. You know, they don't own the Chick-fil-A's, but kind of. I mean, they run the Chick-fil-A's. Chick-fil-A technically could like take it away at any time if he's not doing a good job.
Yeah,
But Drew 10 years ago, like he was like, I just got laid off from a job 10 years ago. Like,
yeah, he was homeless. He was like, I mean, he was in a real tough spot. He was on his
sixth divorce.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
he was going through it. No, but he was talking about like, he's like, man, like, as I think everyone just assumes like, oh, those Chick-fil-A guys, they must just always kind of like you're saying, like they must be built different, bought and sold 7 companies, whatever. Like you just think of those guys as like always have it together. And he was like, I just want to tell you, it's the grace of God that did this. Like it was just a cool speech that he gave of like, I wasn't always like some guy that's very successful like this. So
Chick-fil-A is a good model. I mean, like they are willing to put you in a great position if you're willing to put in the work. I mean, it's just like classic like corporate America, but with like a very like ideal position in like 10 years.
Yeah. Like if you do it right, it's like winning the lottery, owning a Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Like how many Chick-fil-A's have you ever seen go out of business? Surely next to none.
I was talking to a different owner operator in Kansas City. I know several.
Which one?
Two.
Metcalf?
I know 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was saying it's tough to find employees right now because it's tough to find like, it's tough for 18-year-old, 19-year-old, whatever, to see the vision. When in reality, it's like, if you spend even a little bit of time at Chick-fil-A, you can get like, what's it called? I've never worked a job. Promoted.
Yes.
Promoted's the word. I was like motivated.
Not relegated.
Up to upward.
Propagated.
Like pretty quickly. And yeah, you stick around here 10 years, you could have your own Chick-fil-A, but it's tough for people to catch the vision and
Right.
they just want a job and
Yeah.
rather work at Tropical Smoothie or something.
Can you imagine?
No. It gave me, maybe last time I puked, maybe it could have been Tropical Smoothie.
No way.
Remember, I actually, not the last time I puked, but there was a day, it was the first day I got the Oculus and none of the games were ready to download yet. So
there's no connection to the Oculus. It was all Tropical Smoothie.
They were like, well, it comes preloaded with the roller coaster. And so I did the roller coaster and then I went to Tropical Smoothie and I was like, let's roll the dice on a little bacon mac and cheese. And so that was the 1-2 punch of the day last time I threw up. So who knows what it was?
Yeah, there's no connection.
Yeah, I don't know.
When was the last time you strapped on the old Ock?
It's been a while. I think last time I strapped it on was for a video, like for a pickleball video. Like, hey, this got to help you out. You know, I got Mario Tennis loaded up in here.
Yeah.
So, no.
Do you think you're going to keep it? Like, you're not going to sell it?
I don't, yeah.
Is it even worth selling anymore? Is it like old technology by this point?
It feels like Apple made something so much cooler. So, like, who cares?
Yeah. What are people enjoying the Apple thing?
Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know anyone
personally.
rich enough, so I don't.
Because they're what $1,000 some bucks.
They are so expensive, like $2,000-$3,000.
3,500 for one or something like that.
Oh my gosh, what does it do? What's so cool?
You can watch TV, but not actually.
You do this? You seen that? Oh, that's how you you have it's like a computer in front of you, but this is like how you select things. It's got a little camera, and so it sees you.
Really? Do you have to move your head the whole time? Like it can't just.
I think you'd be
track your
locked
eyes?
in.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, honestly.
So is the idea of it? Sorry if you don't know any of these things I'm asking all these questions about, but is the idea of it that it would replace your computer?
I think it can. I think you can have just a AR monitor and just I don't know how you navigate exactly.
Alternate reality, AR?
Yeah, augmented.
Augmented reality?
I don't know.
Assistant reality.
I don't know. I think I saw some YouTuber trying to edit a video on the glasses, but that seems really difficult without a mouse. So I don't know what's possible and what's not.
What does seem cool is you can just have a basically home movie theater with any size screen you want, just on your couch with this thing. But then again, it's just one person. You can't
Yeah, this is for rich, lonely people.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool.
What piece of technology isn't?
These days,
I tell you what. At church the other day, apparently in Sunday school, they were playing some just innocent game, like either at the end or at the beginning, like kind of just passing time. And it was like they would show a picture and then the kids would try to guess what this thing does. And it was old technology, essentially.
oh yeah, that's
and
fun.
Hattie dominated it.
No way.
Because
Little house on the
well,
prairie.
it's not that old. It's like 90s old. And so
Oh, okay.
like, and Hattie still listens to like Catherine's old books on tape, or she has a CD player downstairs that she listens to.
That's pretty cool.
Stories from. And so like, but I was talking, it was fun like talking to her and Bo. Rosie was there too. But we were at lunch the other day after church and I was explaining to them, I was like, you know, like right now, if I wanted, because Catherine and Henry stayed home. And so I was like, if I wanted to communicate with mom right now, what would I do? And Hattie's like, well, you would call her on your phone. And I was like, yeah. And where's my phone? She's like, in your pocket. I was like, when I was a little boy, no one had phones in their pockets, you know, like,
Yeah.
Or if I don't want to talk to her, but I want to still send her a message, what would I do? She's like, send her a text. I was like, when I was a little boy, those didn't exist, you know, like just talking. I was like, or if we wanted to listen to this story, you know, on the way home, what would you do? You get it on your phone. Or what about this story? You get it on your phone. It's like back in the day, you had to have different CDs for
Yeah.
everything. It was just a fun conversation to like watch their wheels turn and that of like, wow, you can do a lot of stuff on your phone these days.
It is nice. Phones
Yeah.
are great.
Phones are great. Hot take.
That's how I justify usually having like a newish iPhone model. Like, what do we use more than the phone?
As far as investments go,
Yeah.
you break it down into every day. Like, okay, I just spent $5 on food that's going to last me 4 hours.
Yeah.
Or I just spent $5 a day on a phone. Not you're spending probably $2 a day on a phone. I don't know what the breakdown would be.
I don't know either. But yeah, they're great. I mean, it's the most useful tool in everyone's lives these
100%.
days.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think I saw something that Apple's thinking about not coming out with a new phone every year. I think they're even starting to admit, like, yeah, they're not that different one after another. So maybe we wait 2 years instead of 1 year.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder how that would affect them. Because surely they still boost their sales every single year with a new phone. Surely
Yeah.
it's not a negative return yet.
And maybe they got to do like a Summer Olympics, Winter Olympics thing. Like odd years, it's like iPads and Apple Watch and
Yeah.
all the other fun things. Even years, new iPhone. That's what I do.
Because when was the last time that an iPhone really had any kind of revolutionary features on it?
I feel like iPhone 10 took away the home button.
Yeah, had the swipe
Pretty
up.
fun. Before that, iPhone 5 had the fingerprint scanner. That was pretty sweet.
Siri was like iPhone 4 maybe.
Yeah, that was pretty
A
fun.
big deal, Timon. Remember that? Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't talking to you.
Got an update on the Knack Baxter
Yes.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's still swirling.
Yeah, theory is still swirling. Very much, jury is still out on this.
I think they both think they're Knack Baxter. That's what's so fun.
No one has come forward claiming to be the real Knack yet. But I did get an email from a guy. Shout out Matthew. He's like, hey,
Oh, we got a new guy?
now Matthew's in the mix.
Oh,
Matthew said, hey, I have Knack Baxter's phone number from when he put together the 100th episode video from the Ghosties forever ago. If you want to compare and contrast, Venn diagram it up.
corroborate.
Yes, you can
And?
see if who you called is the real Knack/Nick. And so I said, I love this. This is the number of the person I called last week. He said, interesting. The number I texted, completely different number, completely different area code. Might be possibly changed numbers.
No,
It was over 3 years ago.
Let me give you this number because I have Nicholas Butler's phone number. And I'm going to give it to everybody right now. No, I'm just kidding. 330 area code.
Yes. Okay. That's one Matthew gave me. When's the last time you texted that number?
Oh, 2 days yesterday.
Wait, what? You texted him yesterday?
Knack Bax, we're friends. He texted me about, he's like, I need Butker and Kareem Hunt to do well in fantasy football tonight or I'm done. And I said, you seen all this conspiracy theory about the Knack Baxters? And he's like, I haven't listened yet.
Oh, wow.
Let me find it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So this is,
This is a real phone number still alive and well.
okay.
iPhone 16. I don't know.
So this pretty much verifies it then. What we had is kind of what your theory was last week. Is we gave Nicholas Butler the nickname Knack Baxter only to not realize there was a Nick Baxter also listening to the podcast who thought we were talking about him.
Which his mind is blown right now. Don't you know?
I'm 90% sure. Either way, pretty clutch that he has ran and operated food trucks for 10 years. So you have your knack, I have my knack.
That's right.
You scratch my knack, I'll scratch yours.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to find his. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I just screenshotted the Ghostrunners out of context because this week they posted who is the real Knack Baxter.
So good, dude. So fun. Timmy, what have you been up to?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Since we last recorded,
Good.
all I've done is go on this like church weekend trip thing.
Oh, yeah.
And play pickleball.
I feel like you say that every episode, Timon.
No, last
I'm
episode I said
teasing.
I was going to, and now I said I did.
I was on my way. Yeah,
To
how
be
was
fair, we all say the same things a lot. I'm just kidding.
how was the church weekend?
It was awesome. Yeah, it's like just a whole bunch of kind of just like young single Christians just like hanging out and doing
Ladies?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think I am?
Yeah.
What am I, Matt Gay?
I'm not going all the way to Illinois for a bunch of dudes. Where was it, Illinois?
Close to Illinois, Taylor, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
It's like close to the border, I think. So yeah, but it was
Good.
great. It was like there's probably like highlights is just like singing worship songs, and there's like a kind of airplane hangar type like shed thing, which is the acoustics are like beautiful, just like the
cool.
echoes and stuff. So yeah, it was probably like maybe like 100 people,
Yeah,
just like all singing, all into it.
that's
It's
dope.
it's super
How do you
fun.
find these things? Is this through your church?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. And are most people there, like, are you in the minority not being, like, Mennonite there?
No,
Just a random guess. I don't know. I'm basing that off of, like, Jesse Plattner and, like, when I've spent time with, like, him and him telling about his whole family and extended family.
Yeah,
And I know
no, I
you
mean-
guys were, like, a similar church.
yeah. Well, it's the same denomination. There's like various I don't know like levels of beliefs or whatever, but like I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's not anything crazy.
Are most people homeschooled there?
There was a decent amount, like, yeah, I don't know everyone. I didn't know everyone there, but like, I think
You could tell.
there was a,
Writing was on the wall.
on Saturday morning, it was like,
There's a
pro-
decent
kind
amount of tucked in shirts.
work projects in the community and stuff, and just like helping people out. And like our group, there was like probably a slight majority homeschooled,
Really?
but
What
I
was
don't know
your-
about in general.
What was your work project?
Cutting down like tree branches and stuff and hauling them to a burn pile and things like that.
I
At
love
someone's
a good
house.
burn pile.
Beautification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you use a, what are those called? The tree
Oh,
cutter branch?
loppers?
Is that what they're called?
I don't know. I like saying loppers.
You use them like to cut down limbs.
Yeah.
It's
the
like a
thing-
chainsaw that's 20 feet long.
Oh, you're
I
talking
don't-
about like the electric ones.
I don't know if those were used. I'm trying to think. I was never actually cutting them down. I was always hauling them and like we were driving
Yeah,
and
you're a hauler.
unloading and stuff. I don't know.
Pretty responsible guy.
Yeah.
Loppers
yeah.
are more the.
Yeah, those were
Oh.
definitely used. I don't know about
Like
the
hedges
I don't know
and
about the
stuff.
long chainsaws though.
Those things are dope. What you're talking about.
Those are cool.
Oh, it's fun for 2 minutes and then you can't raise
Oh,
your
is it
arms
heavy?
up anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's just impossible.
I'm pretty strong, so I wouldn't know.
That's true. I forgot about that.
That's fun time.
But yeah, it was great.
Man, the 2 weekends you're about to have Taylor, Missouri, majority homeschoolers, church weekend.
Yeah. What's the Vegas schedule look like?
In 2 days, we will fly out at 6:05 a.m. I think direct flight there.
That's Vegas, baby.
So that means we land at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I take the boys by the strip on our way to the tennis facility.
Cool.
I think like you go by at 8 a.m. Not too bad.
No.
You're not going to see too much.
All you can eat breakfast. That's about it. Take them to a buffet.
Yeah. And then Thursday and Friday, we're just there to like hang out, shoot content, do whatever, make the most of our time. Trying to get a bunch of stuff done. Like I said, we got some pros who are down to shoot with us. And then Saturday is the day we're actually competing. Scott and TJ doing 5-0, me and Isaac doing 4-0. And then fly home Sunday morning.
Nice.
And then Timon and Zach are going straight to a choir concert.
Yeah, Sunday. Call
fun.
time is technically 1:30. We'll see how that goes getting there. If we're landing, like I don't think we're.
We're supposed to land at like 11 something, right?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not
fine.
worried about making it. Yeah,
Well, you guys
concert
are
starts
gonna
at 3:30.
Stop by like a really nice, like high-end coffee shop on the way. That's like 50 minutes out of the way, like you did in Minnesota.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be.
I wasn't getting it at
I
first.
know. I could tell. I could tell.
I was nodding along.
Like, yeah, totally. I'm going to get there.
I mean, line. Oh.
Catherine texted me earlier this week. No, yesterday. Doesn't matter when. Asking, her sister texted her and was like, hey, looking at Christmas presents for my husband. I thought about maybe taking him to Jerry Seinfeld in KC.
Oh, wow.
Does Brad like them? Would you want to go to that? She's like, I was thinking either that or Nate Bargatze in Vegas.
Oh.
And she's like, would you want to do either of those with us? And I thought to myself, I don't know. Obviously, I don't think Catherine's like number one destination in life would be Las Vegas, Nevada. But is it even worth like, I told Catherine, I was like, I just don't even think we should go to Vegas. Like, what
you could find stuff to do.
you think?
Yeah.
But I'm going to want to do stuff that she's not want to do.
You guys could find stuff to do. I was listening to a podcast. Did you know Las Vegas is the number one like hub of rock climbing in the United States? Boom. There's one option for you guys.
Catherine and I are big. Yeah. Come on, belay on, Kath.
Just think, if that's there, what else do we not know is there?
That's fair. Yeah. That's a good word. Hoover Darn. Could be crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a big old wall.
Diseases.
People here don't care about diseases. I
don't know what else is there, but we could scout it out for you.
I also didn't know if I wanted to see Seinfeld that bad.
I kind of feel that way too.
Here's how I feel about, tell me what you guys think of this take. I think stand-up comedy live, no offense, Jake, is not that much different than stand-up comedy watching on YouTube.
Oh, I disagree.
Okay, talk to me.
And not much is funny to me watching on YouTube, I feel like.
Really?
It's harder. Yeah.
Because you're like, there's more laughter in the room?
I don't know, just the energy in the room, I guess. Yeah. It's just like, everything has always been funnier to me in person.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me backtrack a little bit. I think there's a difference between going to Jake Triplett, Trey Kendy show and being fifth row and being in the mix versus like our Nate Bargatze show.
In an arena.
We were 7 rows from the top. Yeah. Sometimes it was hard to hear him if I laughed too hard.
Yeah.
It was like.
That was bad sound that night.
It was bad. I was really surprised at how bad it was.
That's a good point. You do have to take the venue into consideration because an arena is a little bit like watching it on TV because you're watching the screen. And like,
correct.
Yes, you can hear the laughs, but I'm not watching him. I can't really see his facial expressions.
And I think if you're a really good stand-up comedian, you're funny on TV. Like,
that's true. I should say I don't think it's funny. I follow so many comedians on Instagram and they make jokes all the time that I find hilarious. But.
Yeah. Anyway, because I was like, of course I would be excited if she got me Seinfeld tickets. I would be very excited. He's a living legend. Like it'd be really cool to be like, yeah, I saw the Beatles perform. I saw Seinfeld, whatever.
It would be cool to see you saw him perform.
For sure. Like I wouldn't be upset, but I was also like, but it's probably pretty expensive.
Yeah.
For how much fun I would have. I don't think it's worth it. I'm a big opportunity cost guy.
And if Nate's doing new material, like, oh, it'd be so fun to see that.
You see him on SNL?
I actually listened to it during my run last night. YouTube premium member, so you put on the YouTube video, turn it off, throw it in your pocket.
Monologue 6 out of 10.
Yeah. I was hoping it was material from what he'd been touring with that he didn't do the last time because I was like, sweet. I like forgot some of those jokes, and it was all new material.
Was it all new? Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't heard it before.
I thought maybe his first joke, I was like, maybe I've heard that, but I wasn't. Maybe it was just similar to other things he said.
6 out of 10 is a good way to describe it.
Just a nice coast.
Yeah,
like, it's like
there were a couple things that kind of made me chuckle, but it wasn't vintage Nate. Like when we saw him in Kid City, what he was touring with, like his hour, was so good, start to finish.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun when he comes out with that.
The George Washington skit again was so funny.
I've been saving that.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm saving it for, but I haven't watched it yet.
Save it for Chick-fil-A and Shawnee.
But I saw the golf one.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty just nice, good, clean, fun humor.
Yeah. Fun. Kind of a Scott Sterling.
Yes.
But with
very
animals.
much so. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. So anyway, Nate Bargatze, I think, eats food. I think. He's not a robot. I wonder what kind of meat he eats. Do you think he eats meat that's only sourced and grown and produced here in the United States?
Oh, I hope so.
If so,
because God is my witness.
I bet that would mean he eats Good Ranchers at goodranchers.com.
Ipso facto, transitive property.
Yep.
He's eating Good Ranchers. He's a good Southern boy. I'm sure he would love it.
Yep.
If you don't know, if you're a new listener or you just have a memory loss issue, then this is for you.
Yeah.
Good Ranchers is a company that sources all of their products right here in America from start to finish. Local farmers, local ranchers, no added hormones, no added antibiotics.
No added seed oils.
Gross.
People are all about getting rid of those. You don't have to get rid of them if they never existed in the first place.
Yep. The competition is not doing this.
No.
I'll educate you real quick. Everyone is saying packaged in the USA, designed in the USA. These are Chinese cows.
Pretty interesting to watch like all these strikes go on with the people bringing things in, the imports. And Good Ranchers is like, don't have any problem with that. Oh, all of a sudden our competitions who claim they're from America aren't able to produce meat anymore. I mean, hey, what's the deal?
What's going on there?
Hey, yeah.
So if you want to support a company like that, you could do it with promo code GRKC and you'll get $25 off your first box.
That's
pretty
incredible.
fun.
It's incredible.
Free expedited shipping.
It's amazing.
Who doesn't like that? And on top of that, you're going to get a free add-on for the next 4 years.
I love adding things on.
As long as you remain subscribed to whatever box you first sign up with, you're going to get a free add-on for 4 straight years.
4 more
Four
years.
straight years.
4 straight years.
And these add-ons can be chicken.
Go
You
ahead.
got it. I don't even have it in front of
I
me.
have it. Yeah, boneless chicken breast. I'm gonna.
Who's
I'm
a
gonna
love breast?
pause. Do you mind if I pause for effect? Do you mind?
Go ahead.
These 4 add-ons can be boneless chicken breasts, Angus ground beef. Okay.
Yep.
Applewood smoked bacon. Or wild caught salmon. Are you kidding me?
Imagine how they caught this salmon.
Wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're in Vegas, you're rock climbing, all of a sudden the salmon just flies out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Boom! Got my salmon from Good Ranchers.
Grabbed it out of a grizzly's mouth. Now
Yes.
it's in your mouth.
Use our promo codes GRKC. It's $25 off your first box, free express shipping, plus those 4 add-ons: chicken breast, ground beef, smoked bacon, wild caught salmon. You choose one, they'll send it to you for 4 years for free. That's a great value. $1,200 for free right there.
Pretty good.
So,
Take advantage.
goodranch.com, GRKC.
Permission to talk about pickleball just a little bit more.
Whatever.
Timon got to talk about Illinois again.
Great. No, yeah. No, yeah.
So first things first is when I got there, I need
First things.
sounds like there's going to be multiple things. I need to send you guys this photo. Not that you can really see that much in it, but we could put it on screen for everybody. So it was a little thing called Notes. It was like a little kiosk at Chicken and Pickle. Kiosk it's just a board with it was a rack. It was a rack of socks.
Rack of socks.
Rack of socks.
Rag 'em. Rack sock. Rag 'em. Rag 'em.
And it says, oh gosh, what have I done? I said open with preview. Now it's in photos. All right, whatever.
Oh, wow. These are funny.
Yeah, so pretty interesting. I looked at them once, didn't think much of it. Then you take a second and third look, and it catches your eye. So they're notes to self, positive affirmation socks.
Mm-hmm.
So already, just, is this where we need our encouragement from? Our socks?
$15.99 a pair for these affirmations.
I'm a mental health advocate. I got a wife who's a licensed professional counselor.
Sure.
But if you're getting them from your socks and you're paying $16 a pair, you need a sock that says "Stop wasting money." if you're willing to listen to your socks, Sharpie some on that say "Don't buy dumb stuff."
Yes.
Anyway, that is actually not the problem I have with this. The problem I have with this is the lack of SKUs here, if you will, the lack of different. So you're probably thinking, okay, positive affirmation socks. It looks like they have, I don't know. 12, 16, I don't know how many different little
yeah, I'm seeing how many here? 12? Is that right? Oh.
12 different what are they called? I
Just
never worked in
options.
retail. I don't know what these things are. Options. Yeah,
Hey,
little
hooks.
hookies.
Yeah.
And then you start to notice there's only 3 different affirmations here. Only 3 different ones you could choose from. So let's start with
And one of them's not even affirmation.
that's what yeah.
Sorry.
Let's start
not,
with
though.
I am crushing it. Oh, okay. Hey. I got a big job interview today. I got a big pickleball tournament. I'm going to put on I am crushing it socks. Okay. Positive affirmation. We're out the door. We're feeling good. I'm crushing it.
Crushing it. Yeah.
Second one. Hey, this makes sense. It's being sold in a Chicken and Pickle. I love playing pickleball. not really an affirmation, kind of just a reminder of your hobby. But hey, at least I could see out these are my pickleball socks because I love playing pickleball. They don't really have anything to do with positive affirmation, but they're pickleball socks. Fun.
Yep.
Yeah, of course, let's have those at Chicken and Pickle. And then the third one says, I am lucky. And it's trademarked. Which I love.
That's the only one that is trademarked.
I love it. I love it.
It's like, that's the one. That's the one, guys.
Isaac and I were talking about this. Is I am lucky not the opposite of an affirmation? Like,
that's what I was going to say.
I did really good today. Take off my shoes. Oh, I just got lucky.
It's humbling, yeah.
Yeah, positive humbling socks.
I love the idea of like needing to read them on your feet. Like you're playing pickleball, you know,
real quick.
You're dominating time and imps. You know, it's
you're hitting the ball to Zach every time.
It's 9-0 and you're like, oh, baby. Oh, I'm crushing it. I am crushing it. And then
meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm actually the one playing with Timon. Hey, we're coming back. Oh, it's 4-9. Oh, it's 6-9. It's 10-9. Oh my gosh, we're about to win this. Oh, my shoe came off. I'm lucky.
I am lucky.
This whole run, I've just been lucky.
And so then I come back and I hit one and it's a great volley and I hit it over the net, but barely. I skim the net and it just falls over. We win by that point. I go down. I am lucky. And then I look at my other foot because I got mix and match, dude. I love playing pickleball.
How many feet do you have in this scenario?
Oh, I double up. I don't want to get any blisties.
Come on, blisters.
Come on, dude.
Come on. I look down at my third foot and I notice I love playing pickleball. Probably because I have 3 feet. I can get around.
They said I have 2 left feet. That's what I mean.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting. It's just funny, like, funny the price. Funny they have 12 different racks, but only 3 different types of socks. They couldn't come up with more than 3 affirmations. They're like, I gotta be honest, I'm stuck.
And they couldn't even just put like 4 of each.
Like a little mix and match.
You gotta have them anywhere, like everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah. I really like the fake feet at the top to show you what a sock is.
Oh, the fake feet are so. Is that a duck's foot?
Yeah.
What is that? It's like a swimming flipper.
Yeah, it's a kid's flipper. This is a child scuba diver who
what
wears
in
these
the
socks.
world? Is that Shaquille O'Neal's foot? But take all the fat out of it. It's like so bony.
Yeah, it's a platypi
Goodness.
hybrid. Anyway, so just weird socks. And yeah, I just so good. Just that one of the affirmations is I am lucky, trademarked. So not an affirmation.
It's just fun to always think about the origin stories for these things.
Yeah.
Like,
is this one person who, like, this is a company, like, this is a separate company from a company who already makes socks. Like, what if we had a second division? It was like positive affirmation. It's like, we've said no to this girl's like last 20 ideas.
Throw her a bone.
Let's let her have the positive affirmation thing.
No, I think it's the opposite. I think it's like a mom and pop kind of thing. You know, there's a guy. I mean, pickleball's main demographic is what, 50 and 60-year-olds.
Yeah.
There's a guy out there that's been working mergers and acquisitions, climbing his way up the ladder for the last 30 years, getting ready to retire, but he just got the bug for pickleball. But brother can't quite get there without some positive affirmation socks. So Steve, what do you do? Oh yeah, I was in M&A, at whatever, this firm for a while, but I quit it all. I risked it all for this dynamite idea I have. I was like, imagine you're playing pickleball and you take off your shoes and all of a sudden you realize you're lucky.
Or
don't steal that. You can't. You can't steal it. Nice try.
No, I'm going to tell you the second one, and you can't steal. You actually could steal this, so I'm going to take your word.
Please don't.
For it.
Yeah. Or if you do, merge with me because I'm in merger and acquisition.
It says I love playing pickleball. If your shoe falls off while you're playing, just a reminder, don't steal it. Once again. So yeah, that was kind of a fun way to start the day. But yeah, I talked last week. Isaac and I we played a tournament on Friday. It's kind of fun, little work day pickleball tournament, and we bumped up a division. Just because, why not? We felt like we were maybe getting better and good PPA tournament prep. Why not? Play the best.
Right.
Not quite the best. Scott and TJ do 5-0. Me and Isaac do 4.5, just one little step below. Mm-hmm. Scott and TJ, they win 5-0. They're the best.
Handily, or was it close? Or?
It was close. I think they were actually down in the championship game like 10-7. The other team had to serve too. So it was like game point multiple times and then rallied back and won.
Backs against the wall.
Good job to them. me and Isaac, the night before the schedule comes out, and it's like, so I'm looking up who we're playing. All right, first round. It's not pool play. This is like just a double elimination bracket the whole day. 16 teams, just randomly assigned. And so I'm like, all right, we gotta win out. First game, it's against some guy. Look him up on Duper. He's a 5.2. I go, here we go again. Why does this keep happening to us? Why do we have to play a 5-0 in these tournaments? Cutting to the story, smoke him. 11-2, 11-4.
He's like, I'm a fraud 5'2".
Honestly, Isaac made a good point. He's like, I looked him up, and he's from like a small town in Nebraska. 5'2" in Nebraska. That's 4'5" Kansas City.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Nebraska 10, but in Kansas City he's a 6. Yeah.
He's a corn-fed 10, vegan 8. So that was a fun start today. I was like, all right, we're crushing this. Next game, we're playing against some really nice guys. One of them went to SBU with me at the same time, was good friends with my sister. I didn't know him particularly well.
Amazing.
But pretty fun. Timbo. Yeah. And we beat them. Now we're in the next round, and then we just get smoked by these guys. They were just, someone asked me afterwards, low, not even that good. This guy was nasty. He was 50-something years old. He was left-handed, wore a golf glove in his left hand, and wore cyclist sunglasses. I mean, he was accessoried out.
Yeah.
Really nice guy, though. His name was Doug. And he's from Ash Grove. That's right around Stratford.
Oh, really?
Love Ash Grove.
Wow.
Also dated a girl from Ash Grove.
Dang, boy.
I know.
Get around.
That was 2 of 3. But anyway, so he knew her parents because they're in the school system and everything. So we got along great. But anyway, this guy was nasty. Someone asked me afterwards, hey, we're about to play them. What should we do? I'm like, they're just really good. I don't know what to tell you. They were going to beat us no matter what strategy they used. They were just better than us.
Really?
We go to the losers bracket, and now it's 1 game to 15. Hey, we're still battling. We're fighting. 15-4, no problem. 17-15. Ooh, that was close. No problem. Uh-oh. Now we got to play these guys again. The guys who knocked us out. Dougie.
Doug from Ash Grove.
Doug and Randy.
Oh, no. Those are some Southwest Missouri names.
Yeah, they are. And anyway, it was very fun because Scott was giving us some lessons, some strategy advice.
Yep.
And anyway, come back, beat them. Now we're in the championship game. We made it all the way through the losers bracket.
I knew it. I knew you would be.
We're in the championship game, 4.5. This is crazy. This is great. Now it's back to best 2 out of 3 again because it's the championship game. We beat them 11-6, 11-8. Oh my gosh, we win? No, it's double elimination.
Oh, sure, because they hadn't lost yet.
They haven't lost yet.
11-6, 11-8. So it's a close game, but yeah.
But still, only took 2 games.
Yeah.
Now, towards the tail end of this, what we thought was a championship game, Isaac we have to call some timeouts because Isaac is starting to cramp. And because it's been there. So I think I put a picture on our Instagram story. At the end of the day, I had worked out. My pickleball workout was over 6 hours long.
Yeah, that was really, and how many calories?
3,900 calories.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I wasn't leaving it on while I was standing there. I was I'm going to press play when we're playing. I'm going to pause when we're done. Over 6 hours of
You played pickleball for 6 hours?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were there all day. So much pickleball. Really fun though.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. We haven't eaten. We haven't drank much. And Isaac's cramping. TJ's running and getting him pickle juice. Other people are running and getting him stuff. And then we find out, oh my gosh, we have to play another game to 15. Very early on, Isaac goes to jump and just locks up. I'm like, where are you cramping? He says, everywhere. He says,
my body is deteriorating.
Yeah, it was crazy. Just his body slowly break down on him. Because at first it was just his hip. And he says, I can't extend my leg or else it locks up. So he had to take really short strides everywhere.
Okay.
And then his calf started to lock up. And so he said, I can't stand up straight or it'll start to lock up. So then he had to squat. So then he had to stay in a squatted position and take short strides everywhere. It was seriously just one by one, his body going down. And then in the end, the championship game, we just kept having to take timeouts. And Isaac's over there trying to chug Gatorade. And they smoked us. We came in second. And the final point of the game, Isaac jumps up for a big smash, body locks up in midair, just collapses on the ground, and it's just pulsing on the ground and
seizing almost.
I was just dying laughing. It was great. It was just a great way to end the game. Meanwhile, the tournament director comes over and this is feeding him pickles. Isaac's just eating pickles like you would put on a burger, just lying there on the ground. Was it in? Was it in? Just eating pickles. So
that's so Isaac to be hey, I can't barely move my body, but I'm going to jump up and smack this thing.
Yeah, like there's such thing as like halfway
Like
preservation a little bit.
Yeah. Like,
do what you can do.
Like make them make the mistake kind of thing.
And it was actually a backhanded attempt. It was nowhere near in bounds. But the whole day, though, Isaac played incredible. It was really, really fun. It was very encouraging and confidence boosting. It was like, dang, we could play.
Yeah, dude.
All of a sudden, we're 4-5s. We're right there with Scott and TJ.
Kinda.
You believed.
I did.
You believed more than I believed.
And I said, I kind of predicted, I was like, the thing that's going to make you bad is if Isaac kind of becomes Isaac. Because like, what the heck? Like you sweat a lot. Like,
yeah.
You didn't cramp up.
I was talking about this with Maddie Oliver at volleyball last week. I've never had a body cramp. It must be a genetic thing.
What?
I don't know why. I need to ask my sister if she's ever had one.
You don't know what it feels like to have like a cramp.
No, I remember going to camp and as a camper, and this is when I first learned about it, because kids going through puberty, they're starting to experience cramps in the middle of the night. I'm like, I don't know what kind of stuff they're on or what's going on. Like,
You're talking about girls?
Yeah. I was in the girls' cabin.
These girls kept complaining about cramps, and I was like, just eat a banana.
Yeah, potassium.
Yeah.
Yeah, never had a body cramp.
Really?
I don't know why. And
What about side cramp?
Oh yeah, side stitch. Yeah,
But those aren't really cramps. Those are more just like, I don't know. Those cramps
I
are like,
shouldn't have had Dr. Pepper.
it feels like somebody's like wringing out your muscle kind of thing.
I mean, they look awful. I mean, you see people just drop to the ground and they
Yeah,
need it
it's
stretched out.
debilitating.
Yeah, it looks awful. So for whatever reason, I'm not even that healthy of a guy, but I've never had one.
How interesting. You must just have, maybe you have a lot of salt in your diet.
All right.
I bet you do.
Thanks.
Don't you think?
I like it.
You're a salt guy.
When I have like a big pretzel at a concession stand, I always have it with salt.
You're never you're not, well, you are a sweet guy. I was going to say, I feel like you prefer salty over sweet, but I don't know if that's true.
I asked Rachel this question last night. I was eating some Cane's and I said, what if you put sugar on French fries? Would that be good? Instead of salt.
Instead of salt?
Yeah. Or both. I'm open.
I would say a little both.
Sugar and salt.
Little sweetness.
Like brown sugar and salt? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's
with
see.
A little marshmallow sauce.
I don't know about
You ever had
that.
sweet potato fries with
Oh,
marshmallow
I
sauce?
see.
I don't know.
I can imagine now.
There's something there.
Anyway.
Hey, Bondi Bowls.
Monday? We now sell fries.
Cook some fries.
Fun little day, pickleball. It's good times.
I'm sorry that you didn't win it all, but it sounds like you got as close as you could.
Yeah, we beat him in the first round, 2 out of 3.
And you took down Doug, which was your nemesis.
Doug got my name, messaged me on Facebook. We're buddies now.
Okay.
Nice
Messaged
guy.
you on Facebook.
Yep.
I miss half the messages I get on Facebook.
It's tough to see him.
I'm like, Facebook's trying to not make me communicate with people. I'm like, how do I miss this thing? But I'm excited. Okay, so sky's the limit in Vegas. Make sure you bring some, electrolyte. Like,
I bought some Element and bring it with me.
get yourself some Redmonds, dude.
What'd you say?
Relight, dude.
What is it?
it's like Element.
Okay, maybe. Tommy, have you ever had any of these like liquid enhancers or anything?
No.
Pretty good. Really salty.
Yeah,
But also
you have to
there's
get
sugar in
used
it,
to the salt.
I mean, normally you're drinking them because you're really thirsty though, so you don't care. I mean, I think if you were just like eating dinner with like liquid IV, that would be a bit salty, but
Oh, I do it.
really?
Not with dinner, but like just that's the first thing I drink in the day.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Does that compare to like pre-workout or like something like that?
I don't know. I
I
would
think
guess
pre-workout
that's
is
different.
caffeine.
Oh, okay.
This is just like getting electrolytes and salt.
Okay. Because I've had some of what I
Maybe
think
it's the
was
same.
pre-workout that Zach gave me one time. It was like everything was like tingling on me. It was like, what is
Because you're
happening?
becoming a unit, dude.
Yeah.
How much caffeine is in pre-workout? I've never taken it.
I think it's like coffee.
Really?
I don't know for sure, but I think, let's see. Caffeine in, I mean, of
Maybe
course,
it's something weird because I've never like felt an effect of caffeine. I don't think.
I've heard people talk about, I think it's called C4 or some type of pre-workout like that, and I think it's common to feel tingly.
Okay.
pre-work. This is AI from
I think my
Google.
ears itched. If I remember correctly.
AI from Google
This
said,
fentanyl time and
you guys ready?
dramatic pause. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Pre-workout supplements typically contain more caffeine than a cup of coffee. 8-ounce cup of coffee contains around 80 to 100 milligrams, while a pre-workout supplement, can contain 150 to 450 milligrams per
Oh,
serving.
that seems dangerous.
450 is too much. So just stick with your Main Street Roasters. You'll get the gains you need
You'll be
right
just
from
fine.
there.
You'll be just fine.
Yeah. Interesting. Wow. I don't know. Never been a pre-workout guy. Just get swole by myself. All right.
All natural.
Shoot. I had just pulled up Healing Waters stuff, and I lost it.
Well, here's what I do know.
Please.
They are a company of nonprofit descent.
Nonprofit origin.
And nonprofit origin. And no, they're great. They were the ones who invited us out to their golf tournament a couple weeks ago, if you remember all those stories, which we won.
Yeah, we did.
Which we won. And they're amazing. They are bringing first world solutions to third world countries when it comes to access to clean water. It's a massive issue. You always hear people talk about the hunger crisis, whatever. Fill in the blank of different crises in the world right now. But water is unbelievably hard to find in a lot of these countries. And over, 3 million children every year will die of a water-related disease. Like whether it's access to clean drinking water, access to water to like wash your hands, cook, prepare food with, whatever. Massive problem. Healing Waters is there to fix it.
Yep. So you can donate today if you go to give.healingwaters.org/Ghostrunners. $30 one-time donation donates enough to have a child with safe drinking water for a year. You can up that to $150 for an entire family, $750 for an entire community, or you can do the ideal thing, I think, the best thing is to just donate every single month and just continue on their mission with whatever you may choose to do. So give.healingwaters.org/Ghostrunners. We love them. We hope that you will consider donating today and continue to help alleviate this crisis $1 at a time, I suppose. So give.healingwaters.org/Ghostrunners.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Always appreciate them. So, last night, did you go double TV for Chiefs Royals?
I started to split screen it. We're recording this on Tuesday, October 8th. So
Yeah, it's coming out a little bit late.
Yeah, last Monday, the Royals had a playoff game at the same time the Chiefs played on Monday Night Football, which was fun.
Pretty cool experience.
Both teams won.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Like on one hand, I'm like, this is really overstimulating watching two games at once. And then I realized almost every single time I ever watch sports, I watch the screen and then I look down at my phone. So I'm like, well, this is not that much different. But it was awesome. I went and watched it with my parents because Catherine and the kids went to Texas yesterday. And so went down there. It was wholesome vibes. My mom, made some meatloaf for dinner.
I saw she was doing puzzles.
Yeah, we just got her a puzzle for her birthday, which I remembered eventually.
Yep.
She was doing her puzzle. Dad had his notebook out. I don't know. People were like, "What's your dad writing on his notebook?" I was like, "I have no idea. He's always got his notes out. He's writing something. He's making a list."
Were they sports notes or is this like work related? Or?
Truly, it could be any.
Okay.
Fill in the blank. Sometimes I think it's like hobby, just like fun lists. Sometimes it's to-do lists. Sometimes it's prayer requests. Sometimes it's like, I need to call these people back, or this is my schedule for the week, or let me look at the atlas. Like somebody will have his atlas out to be like, okay, now this guy's from Weber State. Now Weber State, where's that from? Whatever. So
I wonder if it's a generational thing or just a personality type. But Rachel has said her mom has one note on her phone for everything.
Yeah.
So it's like things I need to do this week. Passwords for certain websites, flight confirmation. I mean, just any gift ideas. Like there's one note for every single thing you would take notes on.
Rather than like you're saying you'd have separate notes for.
I love creating new notes.
Really?
Yeah. Separating them.
What do you think, Tom? Because I go back and forth. Like to an extent, I like the separate notes, but I almost like separate headings within the note itself. Like one note that has multiple, because then I'm going back and forth between notes. I might forget something from one note when I go to the other.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not organized enough to have a good preference. I feel like, I don't know, like I think having one note for too many things just wouldn't work for me.
Yeah.
I just looked in last week. I have used 7 different notes, like in my notes.
Okay.
7 different categories.
You want to tell us? Some of them? Give us an
Friday YouTube expenses. Janelle contract. Rachel in sleep. Then what are you doing? Vegas PPA video ideas. Friday ads script podcast.
Okay. Yeah, all the different.
Pretty separate.
Yeah, that's fair. Those are different.
Tommy, did you watch any of the games last night?
Nope.
What were you up to?
I was in choir. I felt bad for all the sports fans in MNU choir.
All 6 of them.
No, there were, just a few people.
What are you doing? Mid-America Nazarene University
Correct.
Choir?
Yeah, I'm in like the bigger choir they have there. I'm not a student, but like whatever. Dr. Smith
But whatever.
let me in. But
Oh, because he's your choir. He's your voice teacher?
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like a couple people like just kind of sneaking in on their phone, just kind of like checking stuff.
Watching.
I was like, I couldn't care less.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
How often are you doing MNU choir classes?
every Monday night.
How long have you been doing this?
A couple semesters.
You're telling us all about Illinois, but you're not talking about MNU choir?
I don't know. I mean, it hasn't been anything crazy. That's the choir concert I have on Sunday.
It's with them.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, the difference from Greenleaf is incredible. I'm not hating on Greenleaf. It's just
But
like bigger choir.
talent pool.
Obviously, like a professor of this, it's a little different. But yeah,
What do you enjoy about singing in a choir? And what do you not enjoy about singing in a choir?
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of positives. I mean, I'm trying to think of specific things. It's just, I think I've liked it a lot more. There's pros and cons to this big choir now because it's like I know less people or like a less percentage of the people, but it's just like everyone there. A lot of people like this is like what they're doing, like what they're like going to college for, like and just like music related things, and some not, but just like everyone. There's just the ratio of people that really care is bigger.
It's more fun to be around people who are like passionate about what you're
Yeah,
currently
I think so.
doing.
I don't
Has
know,
there ever-
but it's a ton of fun.
Is it pretty easy to tell when somebody's not very good at singing in choir? Because I always think that our church, we have a choir at church, and I'm like, there's no way all these people are good at singing. But in a big choir, you can't
How would you
tell.
know?
It masks it a lot better. Yeah, I mean, just like if everyone in the choir sang a solo, you'd tell a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I think you have a lot more flexibility to be a little off pitch.
But while you're in the mix, you are in the middle of the crowd. Can you tell like, whoa, Zach needs to clear his throat. a
Only
little
if
bit
they're
here.
very close to me,
Okay.
and that doesn't happen much. Like, yeah, for
At MNU, it's not happening.
Not them. No.
That is not happening.
but
Yeah, I did check your
you guys
location
should come
last night. Ty.
Sunday 3:30.
I'll be in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Bummer. I'm sorry. I'm gonna miss the NFL game, Dakota Timon's choir concert.
Chiefs have a bye week.
Yeah.
Wait, is it 1:30 or 3:30?
Call time's 1:30, so I think it'd be like rehearsing for a bit.
They have to call you.
Jake doesn't know about live performance, so
Yeah. Like they call you, say, are you coming? You say, yes. 2 hours. Be there at 3:30. That's fun. How you feel about Hawaii? You leave tomorrow?
yeah, I've been kind of fighting a little bit of a cold sickness thing, so I'm really hoping that gets
You need some socks.
maybe.
I am healthy. I am not sick.
I feel fine. Yeah.
I will not go to Tropical Smoothie.
Honestly, I never grew up with allergies, and so I have a hard time figuring out what's allergies and what's sickness these days.
I'm right there with you.
I'm like, because, hey, no dumb questions. If it doesn't rain, does that mean there's more allergies in the air? Honestly, doesn't rain like stop?
I never knew there was any correlation.
Yeah, I never thought about the rain.
Oh shucks.
I'm not saying you're not. No, I
Because like pollen is more like freely in the wind blowing around because it's drier out. That's my thought process. So we haven't had rain much in a while, have we? I don't know. I just
I
don't
don't think
know.
we have.
I just don't know if I am really sick or if it's just like allergies.
Yeah, I believe you. Don't take me not knowing.
we're dumb. We're in the same stage of life.
So
of
am I, though.
Not
We're-
knowing rain
we're all
allergy.
But and so part of me is like, maybe once I get to Hawaii, I'll just feel better.
It does seem like that should clear up anything you have. Sickness or not, allergies or not, you'll be better in Hawaii.
Warm weather just makes everything better.
Yeah. And you're at sea level.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably good.
Yep, I think so.
Yep.
We're high up here in Kansas.
Rachel and I were taking a walk this week. And speaking of high up, sorry, now I'm switching gears on myself. I added a widget to the front of my watch face that's elevation.
Okay.
Did I talk about this recently? I love just looking down and seeing what the elevation is. For instance, between here and like, where was I at? Like downtown Kansas City or something. We're like 250 feet higher here than downtown Kansas City. You wouldn't think so.
Really?
And so Rachel and I were walking around being like, think about our house being 200 feet up right now.
Yeah.
That's so high.
That's interesting. I do love, we have some rolling hills here in the Shawnee.
Yeah. Anyway, that's one thing. I'm just always checking elevation.
That's fun.
Other thing I was going to say, Rachel and I were on a walk around here recently and just got a whiff of something that smelled awful. And it was a combination of, at first it smelled like weed, but then it smelled like a really we both came to the same conclusion at the same time. It was dog's fart. You ever smell that? You're like, oh my gosh,
Where'd you smelled it from the house?
Just we were walking around the neighborhood somewhere.
But like, where do you think this dog was?
Oh, I don't know if it was actually a dog's fart. This is just like what the air smelled like.
It just smelled like it.
Yeah. But Rachel was saying, I was like, oh, it's that dog fart weed. And Rachel said it sounds like a pollen you would be allergic to. It's either ragweed or dog fart weed. I'm allergic to something. I don't know what's going on right now. Has it rained yet? It could be dog fart weed.
Yeah, we need some rain. The dog fart weed's just out of control. Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited about Hawaii. I think I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm excited about the idea of just being the
helper,
the enhancer. Like just
you're Liquid IV.
I am. Yeah.
Salt them.
I'm a Relight guy. Okay. I'm not Liquid IV.
Sorry. Like Element.
Yeah. Like Redmond Relight. Like,
I don't know.
I can't wait to get them to sponsor us. So you have to only say Redmond.
Frank.
Yeah, I think it'll just be fun. I still have not gotten a very concrete example from TJ about what we are doing as far as food prep goes. Because I'm not a great cook. I have some experience. I can follow a recipe okay.
You like the grill.
But I'm like, what if he's expecting things out of me that I don't know how to do very well? And all of a sudden, I even asked him, I was like, so give me some specifics on food and everything. He's like, yeah, so Brooke's going to send me like their meal plan of what the moms did. She'll send me a meal plan soon. And I'm like, I know Brooke and I know that she's a good cook and she's going to think things that are really easy or like for her, they're really easy. For me, it's like, I don't know how to stuff ravioli. I don't know what that means. Whatever.
It's going to be difficult.
I can do breakfast really well. I can do pancakes. I can do eggs. I can do bacon. No problem. But no, overall it'll be fun. I just hope I do a good job for him. I hope it's good for him. And I think overall it's just like, it's not like we're having any kind of like set, like, hey, we're going to have a talk about this, or we're going to sit down and intentionally have this kind of conversation. So I think it's just a lot of kind of like Ghostrunners getaway style where it's just like, let's just hope good things happen. Let's hope that people have fun and we're going to go jump off waterfalls and go hiking. And,
that's really fun.
Yeah. Go to, whatever, Haleakala, 10,000 feet up or whatever.
Yeah, I've still never done that.
It'll be fun. So,
how many days you out there?
Dude, I don't know because it's Hawaii and so it's hard to know. I fly out tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and I get back Thursday afternoon. So I think it's like 6 full days.
You're gone a lot longer than I thought.
Me too. Honestly, I was like, oh snap. I didn't realize I was getting back so late. So anyway, yeah, I said goodbye to the kids for like 10 days the other day. I was like, be good for mom, please. Help out.
Is Catherine in Texas the whole time you're gone?
She comes back, early next week. I think because we have Mother's Day out and Awana and CC.
So, cool.
Yeah.
Well, fun. Let's do our reviews of the week.
Let's do them.
Thoughts?
My review of the week is coming from Brand Animal. It's a 5-star review. The title of it is Partner in All of Life's Mundane Tasks. Love this podcast for all the laughs and uplifting conversation. You both remind me of hilarious people I've known in my life and somehow managed to discuss opinions my husband has buried deep down inside that can only come out when we listen. My only poultry is that Brad mentioned getting an amazing washer. I'm in the market for a banging washer. Not going to share with us? Let me find it for you. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I will. It's a GE washer. I will say that Catherine cares about this cares about different things in washers than some people.
What does she care about?
She's really into the agitator in the middle.
Oh, okay. In our current house, this is my first time using an agitator.
And?
I don't know. How would you ever even know if it's better or worse?
There's something about it that I don't know. Yeah, it works better. It cleans better. Also, she really likes the fact that you can soak things. Like some washers, if you lift up the lid, and it's lifted too long, it'll drain out the water. But she said, with this one, you can soak things longer. I don't know what that's about. It is a 4.5 cubic foot high efficiency agitator top load washer from GE. I got it at Lowe's. I'll say it one more time while Jake looks at for his review. 4.5 cubic foot high efficiency agitator top load washer. The item number is 5300458. Model number is GTW585BSVWS. Quantity 1. That's it. The credit card that I use is Visa That's it. Thank you, Brand Animal.
Fun. I can't find the review I'm looking for.
So I ordered from Lowe's.com.
So I'm sorry. I know somebody left a comment or a message or an email somewhere that was like, I can't get the reviews to work, so here it is. And they asked a really good question that I knew Brad, you would have a really good answer for. I'm going to find it eventually.
I bet Wednesday we can read it if you find it by then.
But for now, I will read a different one. This is from Hunad.
Hunt.
First of all, I would give anything to hear Jake or Brad read my title in their best Forrest Gump voice. Okay, great. The title of this review is called Sometimes There's Just Not Enough Stars.
Sometimes there's just not enough stars.
That was better. Good job.
You warmed me up.
Where do I begin? I've been meaning to write a 5-star review for quite some time now. I'm a Gen X OB nurse / lactate. Hold on, this is a lot of information to take in. I'm Gen X. And then for work, I'm an OB nurse / lactation consultant. I thought it was an XOBGY, whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm blessed to have been married to my high school sweetheart for 28 years.
Congrats.
We are lifelong Nebraskans. Husk 'em. And watching our 4 kids grow up to be amazing young adults has been the joy of my life. I stumbled upon your podcast back in 2022 after my therapist recommended that I find a way to inject more humor into my day. Dude, their marketing strategy.
Get with the therapist.
Yeah, we advertise with the therapist.
Who'd you marry?
Rachel Coop Triplet,
And what does she do?
LPC.
Interesting.
Leawood Presbyterian Church. Listening to the news constantly on my commute to work and at home was increasing the anxiety and depression that I was experiencing during my years of brain surgery recovery. Sheesh. The brainstem tumor I had removed in 2016 was benign, but life-threatening and caused a lot of physical deficits that I slowly recovered from or learned to live with. Although... Oh, no, it cuts off. Although I had overcome a lot, it was apparent that my focus on physical recovery had caused me to neglect my spiritual, mental... Dang it.
Yeah, it did stop. I noticed that too.
All right, let's fill in the blank. Spiritual, mental...
Acuity. Health.
Good.
Yeah.
Good word. But listening to Ghostrunners, like my therapist recommended, was in fact just what I needed. Thanks to Jake and Brad, and mainly Timon.
Yes.
Because he reminds me so much of my middle son.
Yes.
Whose name is Simon.
Simon says, thank you for that review.
Yes.
So fun. Always appreciated. All right. Timon?
Would you like to episode jingle?
I would.
Oh,
this
fun.
instrumental is called Bedroom Pop X Indie Rock Type Beat. It's called October.
Oh, the title's October.
And the ChatGPT lyrics is called Beautiful October Day.
Oh, okay, good.
You ready?
Can you imagine next week or whenever it happens, getting some T on C for this?
That's going to be nice.
Ghostrunners.life/MSR to do your part.
All right.
No one else bought a ticket.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, I know this one.
Dang, dude.
I felt it towards the end.
You're telling me airplane hangers with no music can do that right there? There's something different about that, right? No instruments?
Not bad. That's funny, the different songs you probably sing in a given week.
They were singing those when they were burning the brush. Yep. October sky.
That's great. Good work, boys.
That was such a summery song for being called October.
I liked it.
It sounded like we were on the boardwalk. But hey, I'm going to the beach in October.
Yep.
You're going to Vegas in October.
Yep.
Who says you can't get warm in October?
Hey, next time you see us, besides Wednesday, we're going to be tan.
Oh.
All 3 of it?
I dare you to go
Maybe.
sand sunscreen. Sand sunscreen.
Oh, is that what we're raising the roof for?
I don't know. I haven't worn sunscreen in 8 years, so no
wow.
problem on that probably.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know. I feel like I never do.
I'll be wearing sunscreen.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Sorry.
You should.
Then again, equinox, Earth's tilt, maybe not that strong these days.
See, what your rain for allergies is my equinox Earth tilt in October. I don't understand what you just said.
Well, sun's not as intense right now.
Is that mainly it?
Kind of like it's not hot in Phoenix in September.
Yes, it's not hot. It's a facade. 110 won't feel like it.
It's different. 100 degrees are relevant, right?
Okay, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Another fun episode. We're gonna do no dumb questions from the Ghosties,
No, yeah.
and they better not be dumb.
Hey, we love you guys. Love you, Catherine. Thanks for letting me go to Hawaii. See ya.
Yep.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Every Monday morning.